Today is Friday, August 14th, 2026. Here are the day's main stories. The White House has released a report alleging that more than 40 countries have helped China bypass U.S. tariffs. This comes ahead of a meeting between President Donald Trump and Chinese leader Xi Jinping in Washington.
The report, published Thursday, claims that nations including Canada, India, Mexico, Japan, and South Korea routed Chinese exports through their territories to avoid American import duties. White House trade advisor Peter Navarro stated this has cost American jobs and billions in revenue. The report estimates the value of goods involved to be between $30 billion and $300 billion. A spokesperson for the Chinese embassy in Washington responded, saying, "Trade wars have no winners," and that China opposes the U.S. tariff measures and the use of state power against its companies.
In the Middle East, a new aircraft carrier is heading to the region amid concerns over the long deployment and conditions aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln.
The Pacific-based aircraft carrier USS George Washington has begun its journey to the Middle East. It will replace the USS Abraham Lincoln, which has been supporting the U.S. war against Iran. The Lincoln's deployment has included a record-setting, uninterrupted time at sea of more than 260 days. Reports have emerged of mental health and supply issues among the 5,000 personnel aboard, including food shortages, broken plumbing, and exhaustion. Some military news outlets have reported sailors attempting to jump overboard. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth stated on Thursday that reports of conditions were, quote, completely misrepresented. Several Democratic lawmakers are pressing the Pentagon for accountability regarding the situation.
Eastern Japan is grappling with the aftermath of unprecedented rainfall.
At least 6 people have died and 5 others are wounded in the Chiba prefecture near Tokyo due to record rainfall. The deluge cut power to more than 20,000 households and left 7,000 travelers stranded overnight at Tokyo's Narita airport. Local authorities issued their highest alert, a level 5 emergency warning, on Thursday. While this was downgraded to level 4 by Friday morning, warnings of landslide and flooding risks remain. Chiba Governor Toshihito Kumagai described the situation as extremely unusual, even by Japan's historical weather standards.
We have an update on the earthquake that struck Western Colombia earlier this week. The death toll has now risen to around 265 people. Rescue crews continue working around the clock to find survivors, though hopes are fading as rubble is cleared from hundreds of collapsed structures.
Investigators in the U.S. say broken engine fragments smashed a cabin window of a Ryanair plane last month, causing a man's head and shoulder to be sucked out. The National Transportation Safety Board's preliminary report states this occurred after an engine fan blade broke shortly after takeoff from Greece to Germany. The Serbian national was seriously injured.
Police in Brazil have recovered 8 illustrations by French artist Henri Matisse that were stolen from a library in Sao Paulo last December. The artworks, valued at about $200,000, were found at a home in São Bernardo do Campo. A 44-year-old male suspect was arrested. 5 works by Brazilian artist Cândido Portinari, also taken in the robbery, are still missing.
Romania has shut down its only nuclear power plant due to a significant drop in the Danube River level caused by extreme heat. The Cernavodă plant, which produces 20% of Romania's electricity, is not expected to restart within the next 10 days.
Russian-held Crimea is reportedly facing a Ukrainian drone campaign, according to a morning news brief.
And finally, a person has been fined in the Arctic region for using a foghorn to wake a sleeping polar bear. Local regulations forbid needlessly disturbing, attracting, or pursuing a polar bear.
This has been NDP Media. We'll be back with more.